Hi guys, hi guys, hi guys. So happy to be joining you today. It is Sunday. I'm in LA having a great day. Hi Evo, hi Heinz, hi Nasira. Thanks for joining. Okay, cool. So I've been in I think I've been in 5 days of training now. I've been in a 5-day training for NLP and with a mastermind that I'm a part of. And hi guys. And today, or yesterday, what the trainer said something that literally blew my mind. And I wanted to share it with you because I think it's really going to help you with your perspective on things, on seeing things as opportunities, and as being more strategic and being more creative with the situations that you're in, right? So a lot of the time, something will happen to us and we see it as a negative. Someone is mean to us, we get fired from a job, you don't make as much money as you want, whatever it is. Something is happening in your life and you see it as, oh my God, this freaking sucks. Oh my gosh, my life is over. This is terrible, right? Sometimes that happens. You're like, what is it? This is just a metaphor, okay? Right? And so you think that it's the worst case scenario. But what the trainer said, his name is Michael, it's from Transform Destiny, if you're ever wanting to get trained for NLP, he said, it's not reality, it's information. So everything that you're experiencing in your world right now is not necessarily your reality. It's not the real thing. It's just information. And based on what you expect to happen, based on your assumptions, based on the energy that you bring into whatever situation that you're in, that's what you're going to take in and experience as your own reality, right? And this is the difference between people who become really, really successful, even if they come from nothing, or some people who have everything put in their lap but aren't able to make it work for them. It's because the people who use their resources, overcame obstacles, overcame setbacks, they looked at something that might have been shitty. They looked at something where they didn't have the opportunities, they didn't have it handed to them, and they said, how is this a good thing? What can I make out of this opportunity? How is this an opportunity, right? So Heinz says your perception is your reality, 100%. Chris says, I wish I could quote you. Oh, that's so nice. Well, you can watch it again. You can turn it into a quote if you want. I'll repost it. So this is really important to think about, right? Because the most successful business owners, they are solving a problem, right? The most successful business owners, they look around and they see a problem that maybe they're complaining about or the people around them are complaining about. But instead of becoming a victim to it, instead of saying, oh, well, this is just how it is, that sucks, they say, how is this an opportunity? How can I fix this? How can I find a problem in this that I solve and then sell it and turn it into a business and grow from there? You'll find that the most successful businesses solve a problem. And even for me, when I started Guest Supply and when I created my membership site for female entrepreneurs and creative, ambitious women, I looked around and I saw so many creative women who were wanting to do big things, wanting to become entrepreneurs, wanting to become artists. And when I would ask them, well, why don't you just do it? They'd say, oh, well, I don't know how. I don't have the resources. I don't have the time. I've never done it before, so I can't. Imagine if we always said, I've never done something before, so I can't do it. You would never grow. You would never age. As a baby, you would never learn to walk. At a new job, you would never learn how to do your job. If your past was an indication of your future, we would all just be crying, blubbering babies on the ground. Oh my God, someone's giving me lots of hearts for this. So this is a good, really weird analogy that I'm making. But your past doesn't dictate your future. And right now, if you're in a situation that you're unhappy with, you're in a job that you don't like, your relationship isn't going right, your friends are treating you like dirt, whatever it is, you're not making enough money, right? Whatever that is, think about how is this an opportunity? Because if you're stuck in what's bad, that means you're only looking at the negative side of the equation. But there's polarity in everything. It's one of the laws of the universe, the law of polarity. There's always the equal and opposite of everything. You see the front of my hand, there's the back of my hand. You see the ground, there's the sky. There always has to be an equal and opposite. So if right now you're stuck in a problem, there is a guarantee that there is an equal and opposite. if there's something that you feel stuck with, there's probably somebody else that's feeling stuck like that too. How can you solve that problem and make it better for both of you? How can you make that your mission, your purpose, and maybe turn that into a business or make that your life's mission, right? So I thought that this was really, really interesting. Another thing to note is that how I was saying that your reality is only your reality by the way that you actually perceive it, but otherwise it's information. Most of the time how you perceive things is based on what you expect to happen. Okay, so if you live in a world in your head where you think that people are bad, or that you can never hold on to money, or that only shit things happen to you, or that you're an unlucky person, guess what? With that limited negative perception of yourself, you're only going to see the situations where you're unlucky or bad things happen or where you can't hold on to money. So what you need to do if you want to see a huge shift in your life, you want to see a huge shift in the situations and the opportunities that you have to make sure that the change comes from the inside. The change is never going to come from the outside world in. The change has to come from you. So you need to start to take the action to make the effort to see the bright side of the situation. If 5 people are bad to you, look for the one person who's good to you. Or look at what you can learn from that situation, right? Because the people in your life who are there, whether they're kind to you or not, you've attracted them there for a reason. You've attracted them there because of the way that you're acting, or because you have to learn something from them. So don't take it as a victim mentality and say, oh my God, this sucks and I'm stuck here. There's a reason why all these things are happening to you. Just like a few years ago when I was stuck in a job that I hated and I was crying on my way to work, there was a reason why that had to happen, because what I ended up doing was starting a supply, which helps people in those situations, helps people get out of those situations and learns how to find their passion and their purpose and turn it into a business or an income generator that they love, right? So in any situation where things are going bad, you can either stay stuck there or you can say, wait a second. This is just information. And if I'm feeling really bad right now, I'm probably just looking at the wrong information. Where is the good information? And sit down, parse through it, journal, meditate, figure it out. And when you focus on the good, and you focus on your own potential, when you focus on how you can turn it, how you can take the lemon and make lemonade, that's how you shift the information that's coming into your life from a negative to a positive. You recreate your reality and you're able to approach any situation from a place of empowerment. And when you shift and you can approach any situation from a place of empowerment, you realize that you really hold the power, that you have so much more potential than you even realize, and that you can actually do anything that you want to do. I often look at the world as like it's a game, right? Like it's a game that we all play, and really what you need to decide is what is your yes, right? Most people don't really know what it is that they want to do, and so they're never going to get there, right? They always know what they don't want, but they don't necessarily know what they do want. So for you, look at it as, okay, what do I want? Okay, so how can I play my cards right? How can I use my resources? How can I use what I know, my education, or maybe my friends or my connections to get there? Because just because someone else is doing it and your field seems competitive, it doesn't mean that you can't. The universe is actually very abundant. There's more money being printed every day. There's more than enough for you and for other people to be successful. And that's why I'm all about community over competition. That's why I make friends with other female entrepreneurs and we work together and help each other instead of being like, oh my God, she's doing a similar thing as me. I know that women, we're all going to be stronger when we work together. At the Girl Boss Rally, I think it was Sally, I forget her last name, Sally, the founder of, what's it called? LS. She's really cool. If she has any speeches online, you need to go look her up because she's really freaking cool and a really awesome speaker. She's saying that the population is 51% women, right? And so if the population is 51% women and there's more of us than, men, why is it that we always feel oppressed? And why do we always feel like we have to live up to some other standard that men create? And why is it that we still are not being seen in all the boardrooms? Well, a big part of it, I think, is from the time we're little, we're brainwashed through the shows that we watch, like, Clueless and all that, although I freaking love Clueless, that, other women, we have to compete against them, and other women can be bitchy, and you can't talk to them because they're going to talk about you behind the back. That's not actually true. Like if someone's going to talk about your back, it doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman. I've seen lots of men talk behind other men or women's backs. So it has nothing to do with that. But I truly believe that women, we're so smart, we're so powerful, we're so capable. When we work together, we can actually make such a huge impact. And when we don't see each other as a threat, and we see each other as a support system, and we feel like it's safe to raise our hand and put forward our opinions in the office or in meetings or starting our businesses, and we realize that we're going to be there to support and help each other, the world becomes a better place. So kind of went on my feminist tangent. I tend to do that, but just something to think about. Maybe write it down in your journal, put it on a post-it note, especially if you're having a bad day. Remember that it's not reality, it's information. And there's been times where I'm in a bad mood one minute, and then I shift my mood, and then I'm in a great mood the next minute. And nothing in my situation or life has changed. I've just changed what I'm focused on to see like, oh, I can make this work. I go from seeing it as a problem to seeing it as more of a challenge, something that I can figure out and problem solve and fix that puzzle, and then shift that into seeing it as an opportunity, a way that I can grow and learn more and become better and help more people. So I love you guys. I'm going to read the comments. Happy rich hippie, I love that name, that's so cool, says feminine energy is rising, you're right. Tina says yes, so true. Hi Tina, thanks for always tuning in. Nevada says amen sister. Hi guys. Nevada CXX. Sass, hi Sass. Hi Reese. Tina says love this way of thinking. Happy rich hippie says universe is limited. I agree. Lindsay Champion says hi Lindsay. My breaking point was severe anxiety before work. That's when I figured it out. Yes, 100%. And I was there when I was like hating life, hating everything. I would even tell my fiance, I was like, he was my boyfriend at the time, but I was like, I'm in a rut. I know I'm in a rut. I don't know how to get out of it. And just literally, it was just knowing that there was that possibility that one day I would get out of it. I was aware that I was in a rut, and I started to look for solutions. And that's actually when I realized that the change had to come from in me. And so I started with the Good Morning Beautiful routine that you can actually get on my website. I started by changing my mornings. Instead of waking up and being mean to myself and talking down to myself, I started waking up and using positive affirmations, being kind to myself. I started waking up and thinking about what's one thing that I can accomplish today to get me closer to my yes, instead of just going on Instagram and like looking at what everyone else is doing. And it was that shift from trying to change things from the inside out rather than from the outside in that completely shifted my life. So if you feel like your mornings are not so good, you're just waking up in the morning, you're going straight on Instagram, and then you're starting your day from a place of lack, you're starting from the day of a place of inadequacy, definitely head to yessupply.co/goodmorningbeautiful. That's where you can get my daily morning email rituals, and it actually helps you change your neural pattern so that you kind of reprogram your brain to be positive to yourself, to say nice things to yourself instead of saying mean things to yourself. And then when you start to have your own back, when you start to be your own best friend, you increase your own belief in yourself, and then anything is possible. That's when you find the confidence to go create your own business, and you stop getting in your own head and having fears and doubts. So I definitely recommend the Good Morning Beautiful emails if you're wanting to make that shift and you don't know how to get out of your own head and start having positive self-talk. So yes, severe anxiety before work, 100%. I have totally been there. Wellness and Wealth Guru says, great message, thank you. Thoughts and words become reality. Chris says, this is so good. I wish I could quote you. I already read that one. Oh wait, there's more. Hi, I like carrying all everything. Morning routine of journaling and smudging. So smart. I don't actually smudge in the morning. I should. Chris, by default, save live video and repost it, please. So you can actually see all my live videos on my Facebook page. So head to facebook.com/yessupply, and I go live on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So all of my lives are archived there. So you can go check me out there, and follow me on YouTube because we repost everything to YouTube too. But thanks for watching, Chris. I appreciate that. Mindset is everything. 10% what happens. 90% is how you react. You guys are all so smart. You guys are all so motivational. I freaking love it. Chris says I'm naturally gorgeous. Thank you. I appreciate that. Great. I'm going to try smudging in the morning. That's a really good trick. Thank you. So, guys, I have to run. I have 6 minutes before my training. I will come back tomorrow and share more good stuff for you. Thank you for being here. I love you. And remember to only take yes for an answer in your life.